Hey guys, I want to teach you how to sound more authentically Japanese today. Many of you probably are worried about pitch accent. It's a good thing to learn pitch accent in Japanese, but there's so much to memorize. So instead of that, I want to show you how to quickly sound more Japanese. I'll show you 5 things. Just to give you the background, my wife Gina and I wrote this book, Eigo Nodo. In this book, we are showing Japanese people how to sound native in English. So what you're going to have to do is to do the opposite of how we tell Japanese people to speak English. Number 1, you have to nose breathe. And to say anything in Japanese, I would like you to start from the closed mouth position. For example, おはようございます。こんにちは. This would be the opposite in English. You have to go breathing from the nose and the mouth at the same time. おはようございます。こんにちは. Number 2, you have to end a sentence with hard break. For example, こんにちは. You have to stop breathing. こんにちは. ありがとう. Again, this would be the opposite in English. You have to go, konnichiwa. I exaggerated that a little bit. Arigatou gozaimasu. In a way, when you speak English, you're just breathing in and out, and you're kind of piggybacking on that to speak. In Japanese, you really have to commit to speaking. You have to start from the closed mouth position. And then you start saying something and you're gonna have to stop. This number 1 and number 2 will add a sense of seriousness and some kind of awkwardness as a Japanese, which probably is why we kind of appear a little bit nerdy and awkward. But you probably want to do that if you want to speak Japanese. Number 3, you have to be choppy by tightening the throat and go fast. For example, ありがとうございます。こんにちは。わかりません。In English, this would be the opposite. You have to relax and go, こんにちは。ありがとうございます。わかりません。Number 4, you have to make a thinking sound when you think. It will sound like this. It can also go like this. When you're thinking. Number 5, you have to put all these together. Let's practice. The Japanese way. ありがとうございます。The English way. ありがとうございます。こんにちは。こんにちは。ちょっとわかりません。ちょっとわかりません。I hope you understood all these 5 points. I think many people probably are not doing this, and then they sound kind of too relaxed when they speak Japanese. And when they live in Japan, they may encounter some problems. Even though you are speaking to a Japanese person in Japanese, they may not completely recognize that you're speaking Japanese because you are too relaxed. So bring the seriousness and slight hint of awkwardness when you speak Japanese. And then people will say, oh my God, John-san, you are more Japanese than Japanese people. Good luck.